Super Metroid. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I'll be reacting to one of the early uploads from the YouTube channel, the game Theorists. I'm a huge fan of their work. I hope that you will like this video as well. This video came out in year 2016, so I think it's around 5 years ago. Let's start.
Today's episode is gonna make PETA cringe. That's right, we're gonna justify the murder of animals. Now hold on, don't douse the screen in red paint and start calling for me to have a core message just yet.
If you don't have a core message that's making a positive impact on the planet, what the fuck are you doing?
Today's episode
Please don't say that. Keep it family friendly. Thank you.
is dedicated to killing off virtual animals. That's gotta make it better, right? Ooh, no, I guess not. Fictional alien animals. Fine, forget it. There is no way to not offend people online anymore. So let's just dive right in and start the episode, shall we? Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
Hello.
Where today I'm giving you an excuse to kill off the most controversial animals in gaming history. And no, I'm not talking about Sonic's expanded character roster. Nobody likes those guys. Go forth and kill away. I'm speaking, of course, about the Edikuns and Decoras.
Viewer discretion is advised. So sorry. Wow.
Appearing back in Super Metroid. For those of you unfamiliar with these little piles of pixels, let me explain. In Super Metroid, you play as Samus blasting her way through the planet Zebes on a quest to kill Mother Brain and end the threat of the energy-sucking Metroids. Along the way, you encounter these guys, cute creatures that look like they're playing, but they're actually teaching you the mechanics of the game. Edikuns demonstrate the wall jump, and the Decora showcases the Shine Spark ability, which conserves your running power and then launches you into any direction of your choosing. They're actually a brilliant way to include a tutorial in the game while still adhering to the sense of loneliness that Metroid games really feed on. Plus, look at them. They're just so darn adorable. Wanna pinch that little green teddy bear's cheeks. So then, why are some NPCs that you only pass by once in the entire game so controversial? Well, in true Metroid fashion, after beating the final boss, the planet goes into self-destruct mode. But as you rush out to escape to your ship, you can take a little detour and find them one final time, trapped in a room and desperate for escape. Blow open the wall with your hyper beam and they're free. Your reward for being such a good person are a few pixels flying off into the distance.
Oh? That means there's two items. There's you can escape alone, or you can escape alone while letting them to escape as well. Huh.
Still, I haven't explained why they're so controversial. Why do a whole episode about skipping this moment and letting them blow up in the planet explosion? Well, as many of you who watch
Wow, with a thunderstorm out there, it adds to the impact of the planet exploding.
ET Live channel know, I've been watching a ton of speedruns lately. And Super Metroid is like the speedrunner game, with events like Games Done Quick arranging all sorts of special showcases for runners of the game. Reverse boss rush, 100% runs, low percent runs, multi-person races. I mean, if you truly want to get a taste for how awesome this is, look at this. It's a race between two speedrunners, and 20 minutes in, they're still like mere frames away from each other. Jump for jump, shot for shot. In fact, you know what? Here's a link for you to watch it for yourself. Click the spinning morph ball in the corner and watch the video. It's like an hour, but you'll be on the edge of your seat the entire time. It's enthralling to watch how precisely these games are being played. I love these things, and I bet that you would enjoy them too. Anyway, enough gushing. As you can obviously see, every frame counts. And while saving the animals is a nice gesture, it's not necessary to completing the game with 100%. Worst of all though, it sucks up precious seconds, which is why say it's tradition at these events to hold a fundraising contest. Save the animals or kill the animals. The side that earns the most money wins, and the bidding is intense, with donations totaling, get this, in the hundreds of thousands.
What? Hundreds of thousands of dollars just to make the decision to save or not save the animals in a video game. What? What?
Thousands of dollars. No joke! People swoop in during the final seconds and donate upwards of $10,000 just to see their side win. It is crazy!
Someone donated $10,000 right at the end.
Wow.
My personal favorite is that when people donate, they actually come up with their own logic as to why the animal should die.
We got a $50 donation from Jarvis. The animals are the cause of cancer. We need to kill them to cure cancer. Kill the animals, save the frame.
But today, I wanted to put my hat into the ring and prove once and for all that the animals should die. Not just to save some frames, but rather to save the universe.
What? I'm sorry? Not just to save some frames, which of course understandably, but to save the entire universe? Why?
Let me explain. Even though the series is named Metroid and its iconic monsters are the vampiric space jellyfish, most people tend to overlook the fact that Metroids aren't the major threat in the game's canon. And if you're thinking it's Mother Brain, or Mother Brian, as I just mistyped it in the script, fail, then you're wrong too. No, the big bad of these games is what's known as the X-Parasite, first introduced in 2002 via Metroid Fusion and the Metroid manga, an official canon version of Samus's backstory that came out in conjunction with the game. In Chapter 4 of the manga, labeled Threat, we see the X-Parasite in action, and the Chozo, the wise bird species that serves as protectors of the galaxy, worried about its spread. Quote, "Right now we must push these old bones of ours once more and overcome this obstacle, this threat to our peace." Then you speak of the space pirates. No, in truth, there is a far greater evil. We call it X. End quote. Now, what makes the X-Parasite so deadly is that it's capable of infecting other organisms and mimicking their DNA and memories, killing the host creature in the process. It's then able to resume life disguised as the original creature, but now with sinister intentions, to spread itself wider and kill and copy more creatures.
This is similar to the hosts. Get it? The host? Oh my god, I'm such a nerd.
We see it happen over and over again throughout Metroid Fusion. The X attacks its prey, absorbs its DNA, and then mimics it. And it doesn't stop at living creatures. The X can also download data and replicate technology. In Fusion, when Samus enters the data room containing the Varia suit upgrade, the X is seen downloading the suit's specs, and soon after is able to replicate its abilities. Even Samus and her power suit aren't immune, as the X infects her, replicates the technology to create Fusion's main enemy, the SAX, and then comes to the brink of killing her. The only thing that saves Samus from death is a vaccine created from Metroid DNA. And therein lies the irony in all this. According to the lore of these games, the Metroids were created by the Chozo, protectors of the galaxy, to fight against the X-Parasite. This is shown both in the Metroid Fusion manual as well as in the manga. They are the good guys.
What? What?
Vampiric jellyfish equals thumbs up. So then why, you might ask yourself, is everyone going around killing them all the time? Because they don't know. In an idiotic twist, the Chozo never tell anyone of their plan. At no point do they communicate the X threat to anyone. In the manga, they specifically reveal that they don't tell the Galactic Federation for fear that someone would view the parasite's ability as a splendid technology and use it for themselves. Sure, fine, that's all well and good, but seriously, dudes, you gotta tell someone that you created these green floating jellyfish to fight this huge galactic threat. And without the knowledge of this big threat of the X-Parasite, when this mysterious green floating jellyfish with giant teeth rolls into town, everyone's like, oh yeah, that thing looks threatening, let's kill those. Not realizing that they're the only weapon against the real threat in the background. literally bird brains. So what?
Literally bird brains.
What does all of this have to do with saving or killing the animals from Super Metroid? In the games, the X-Parasite is only introduced in Metroid Fusion, so what's any of this have to matter to them? Well, of the entire series, Metroid Fusion is the only other game in which the Edecoons and Decora actually appear. And Fusion is the end of the Metroid timeline, which means that saving them in Super Metroid is technically canon. Way to make a canon decision in this game not worth any percentage points, guys. Jeez. So that's a pretty big deal and would point in the direction of having to save the animals, but get this, there's something even more important here, because the Edecoons and Decora are the only creatures that the X-Parasite doesn't attack. They appear fairly late in the game on the habitation deck, revealed to be the sole survivors of the X-Parasite infecting literally everything else on board the research station. And not once is it ever mentioned why they're randomly passed over. And just when you thought you were done with them, they're seen one final time, piloting Samus's gunship to save her from the obligatory endgame explosion. They are responsible for Samus surviving the end of Metroid Fusion. The closing shot of the game, outside of the mildly objectifying photo shoot with Samus, is of them sleeping peacefully. Aww. Aren't they so cute? No! No, they aren't! You should burn them with fire! Don't be fooled! They're creatures who were infected, killed, and then cloned by the X-Parasite.
No! That means they are the... Oh! Because we thought that they are cute, that's why we don't kill them. In which we the protagonists, give them the biased treatment. Oh no! We are such idiots!
Those cute little animals you seeing on Samus's gunship floor are just X-Parasite carriers. And this is why they need to be killed, to stop the spread of X. If the fact that they're the only things ignored by the X infection on the research lab isn't enough evidence, let's examine for a minute the effects of X infection. More power and super skills, the ability to absorb and or copy technology. And what ability does the Decora demonstrate in Super Metroid? The Speed Booster and Shine Spark, two Chozo abilities for Samus's power suit. How could an ostrich creature be able to replicate the exact move that you're only able to do with the help of advanced Chozo tech? It wouldn't, unless of course it had some absorb or copy ability like those granted by the X. In fact, these creatures seem oddly attracted to Chozo upgrade locations on planet Zebes, considering the room that you need to rescue them from is a Chozo power-up room, the one where you find the bombs at the very beginning of the game. What seems like a random coincidence takes on a whole new meaning if these guys are truly carrying a parasite that actively seeks out more powerful tech. And for that matter, think about it. Why did these two species, of all the weird, violent creatures on Zebes, get along in the first place? Let alone the two species that just so happen to be the only ones ignored by the X just one game later. When you really stop to think about it, it's really suspicious. But the suspicion continues to build because remember, they escaped the planet in mere minutes.
That's true. How do they escape the planet so fast?
Meaning that they know how to fly a spaceship, a bizarre ability for native wild creatures, unless of course they're not native in the first place. But that would be crazy, wouldn't it? Well, it's not. Think about it. The fact that they have an escape vehicle to fly away from the planet means that they already had a ship on the planet to begin with.
Oh! No.
They're not native to Zebes. They crash landed there. And it's not like there's a bunch of ships lying around on the planet. Samus does a really good job in Super Metroid of exploring every nook and cranny of that place. In fact, there's only one other ship on the planet, but that would mean no. Phantoon's haunted wreck. A wreck, mind you, that just so happens to be directly across the map from the room that you rescue the animals in the final minutes of the game. A ship that also happens to be one that Samus restores power to when she defeats Phantoon. But why? What would cute animals be doing flying around from planet to planet? Well, I think this quote from the X-Parasite page on the Metroid wiki gives us a fairly strong possibility.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Spoilers alert. Spoilers.
Quote, if an X gained access to a spacefaring vessel with the memories of an able pilot, it would travel from planet to planet, effectively becoming a galactic plague. End quote. Why is the research station in Fusion suddenly under the threat of the X? It's never fully explained, but look who happens to be on board when that attack happens. The potential carriers of the disease itself, the Edicoons and Decora. Which begs one big, final question for this theory. Why would they go out of their way to save Samus? Isn't she like their mortal enemy? Why don't they attack her? Why do they hang out with her like pets at the end of Fusion? Because think about what Samus does. She kills Metroids, the one thing that's able to stop the X. Remember, the Chozo never tell Samus of their plan for the Metroids to serve as a failsafe against this big galactic threat. In fact, in the second Metroid...
Oh my god! That means... Okay, in Chinese we call it 朋友的朋友，敌人的敌人是朋友。Sometimes the enemy of the enemy is a friend. Wow!
Metroid game, Samus goes to the planet SR-388 and literally commits genocide against the entire species of Metroid. The game ends when you kill them all. There's a counter in the corner of the screen and everything. Well, all except for the little baby at the end. Anyway, as we learn about in Metroid Fusion, Samus's killing spree was what allowed the X to flourish on SR-388 in the first place. It was able to repopulate itself because she had destroyed its only predator. That's right, Samus is responsible for the growth and spread of the galaxy's most dangerous plague. And what's...
It's all her fault. Wait, we are the player. It's all our fault. No.
Self-respecting virus wouldn't attach itself to the predator of its only threat. Especially a smarter strain of the parasite who sees that brute force doesn't work against this space bounty hunter. And so then, what about Samus? Well, she doesn't know any better. And as we see in the manga, this franchise has gone out of its way to establish that she has a history of defending non-endemic creatures regardless of the risks that they pose to a planet. So deadly virus, an ignorant sucker for cute animals. It's a match made in heaven. And that is why kill the animals is the only right choice. Damn, I hope I didn't give people an excuse to give less money to charity defending their side. Ooh, unintended consequences.
My gosh, oh, look at result. Unintended consequences.
But hey, that's just a theory.
Kill all the animals.
A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Technically speaking, aren't you an animal as well? I'm an animal. I'm part of the human race. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you do like this video, please consider to like, share and subscribe to my channel and comment down below if you have anything to share with us. Yeah, like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you do like this video, please consider to like this video came from the YouTube channel The Game Theorists. If you do like this video, please consider to like, share, subscribe and comment down below on their videos as well. And yeah, do support and show appreciation for the work. Yeah, thank you so much and I'll see you next time. But hey, that's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. So we are the bad guys? Bad girls. Yeah. Technically speaking, because Samus is a female, so we are the bad individuals. We are the antagonists. But we are players protagonists. Wow.